If you are ready to step into the best and most confident version of yourself and you are ready to reinvent yourself, you have come to the right place. Reinventing yourself does not mean that you are starting to become or trying to be something or someone that you are not. Reinventing yourself and being the best version of yourself is simply tapping into that version of you have always been meant to be. You just never tapped into it because of societal standards or limiting beliefs that you put upon yourself or that you received from other people. Today, I'm going to give you a step-by-step guide on how to reinvent yourself and step into the best version of yourself. Let's get into it. Hey, it's your girl Jess, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. Here we dive into all things self-development, self-healing, and romanticizing life. Today, I'm going to be giving you a step-by-step guide on how to reinvent yourself and show up as the best version of yourself. The person that you have always been deep down, you've just been either too scared to tap into it or you've been hiding it away based off of limiting beliefs that are holding you back, either that you've given yourself or that other people have given you as well. Now, I know when it comes to societal standards, especially with social media, it is so easy to try to be something you're not or want to be someone that you're not. This will never allow you to step into the most confident and best version of yourself because you are putting yourself in a box and you are trying to meet a standard that you will never meet. There is only one of you on this entire planet, and that is your blessing. That is your gift that you are born with. The unique qualities that you have are ones that no one else has, and that is your true beauty. So today I'm going to help you tap into exactly that. Now, before we dive into this video, I am so excited to announce that I have officially launched my first workshop on how to reinvent yourself and become the best version of yourself that you've always been meant to be. If you love this video and you want to dive deeper and really do the work and you are serious about changing your life and seeing quick changes, make sure you grab the workshop. It's going to be in my description down below, or you can find it in the link in my YouTube bio as well. Okay, so step number one is going to be tapping back into your childhood. Your childhood holds so many hints of what you desired to be and what you've always desired to do when you were a little kid. Now, I want to start off with the career that you've always desired to be when you were a little kid. When you were young and people asked you, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want you to remember what that answer was. And I want you to really sit with that answer and see if you are making decisions and choices every single day to get to that career and that desire. Because chances are, when we desire to have that career when we were a kid, we felt like it was so possible because we didn't have limiting beliefs. We just had our imagination and we had our heart and we had these desires, and no one told us that, they weren't able to happen. Everyone told us you are capable of doing anything that you want. And of course, when we grow older, it's so easy to fall back into that mindset of, I need to struggle in order to, receive money. I need to go through all of these challenges and work at something for years and years and years in order to be successful. Or I need to stick with my plan B and play safe because my plan A is just not realistic, right? I hate that term, that's just reality, or, that's not realistic. Your reality is anything that you want it to be. We create our own reality. So maybe for someone else, it might not be realistic because they have their own set of beliefs. They have their own set of decisions and values. But to you, that is your reality. That can be possible if you don't listen to the limiting beliefs of other people, of society, and put them on yourself. So tapping into those careers that you desire to be when you were a little kid is going to give you a hint of what you've always wanted to do. Now, if it's not the same as when you were a little kid, that's totally fine. But everyone was born with a sole purpose. We were all born on this earth with reason, right? And we all had desires when we were younger or when we were growing up of what we wanted to do before someone told us that that's not realistic. And, you need to play it safe, get a good job, and, play by the book. That doesn't have to be true. If that's what you desire, then great, do that. If that's not what you desire and you're finding yourself always stuck in these jobs or doing things just to, make money, but it's not really driving your passion, you're always going to constantly be in this cycle of starting something and hating it after. And you're never going to be fulfilled because you're not living out your passions. I'm so excited to create another video about tapping into your feminine energy in order to actually succeed in careers, get your dream job, make more money. So I'm so excited to make a video about that in the near future. So for example, when I was a little girl, okay, I have sang my entire life. I'm a singer and I've always seen myself performing, being on stage and, just being in front of the camera, right? I love to act as well. And my entire life, since I started working when I was 15, I would just take jobs just to make money. And I would say, well, I'll do the music when, I'll do it when I have free time, or I'll do it after work or before work. And I would never be motivated because I would be too tired after working a job that literally drained me. I knew it was time for me to leave a job when I woke up feeling anxious. I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't want to go. I knew that was my body telling me, you are not doing what you're meant to be. And I always played it safe. I always stayed in my plan B. And it wasn't until recently I was guided by my family and my amazing boyfriend who gave me, the courage to actually leave my jobs behind and just focus on what I want to do. Like tap back into my desire when I was a kid. Honestly, not working and just focusing on my passions has made me so much more fulfilled and happy that I know the money will come. I know the success will come. And that's because I'm tapping into what my soul craves. If you're in a job, your body will always tell you when you're not in the right place. Listen to your body. I have a video on how to tap into your feminine energy. Feminine energy is all about the body. And when you are able to tap into that, you will be able to be open to guidance and really know where to go. Follow those hunches of, I need to go there. I need to do this, right? Finally, I am listening to what my younger self said, and little Jessica was like, I want to sing. I want to be in front of the camera. And even just starting this YouTube channel has, really fulfilled that part of me because I'm doing something that I've always wanted to do. I loved editing videos. I loved being in front of the camera. I love talking, so this is perfect. And so when you can tap into what you desire to do when you were a little kid and you give it to yourself, even as small as how your environment looks, how you treat yourself, leaving a dead-end job to pursue something, even though it's really scary and you don't know your next step. When you are able to tap into your desire when you were a kid, you will find what your soul purpose is. Because when we were kids, we were limitless, and we still are limitless if you ignore all of the limiting beliefs surrounding you. From your childhood, I also want you to tap into the movies you watched when you were a kid, the music you listened to, the celebrities that you liked, if there were certain fashion icons or, fashion that you loved. Look at these things and use them as clues. They are going to bring you to that version of yourself that you've always wanted to be. The reason why tapping into your childhood is so important is because, like I stated, we lived by our imagination. We believed and we knew that we were limitless. It's not until we grow up and we're faced with reality, or what people define reality as, and we make decisions to play it safe. We don't make decisions to fulfill how we feel. And the reason that this is going to help you reinvent yourself is because you're tapping back into that version of yourself that you always have been at the core. They've just been hiding. They've been hiding behind scarcity. They've been hiding behind struggle. They've been hiding behind limiting beliefs. This is going to be a way to tap into your truest version of yourself and reinvent yourself, where you're not being someone else or being something that you're not. You're being who you have always been meant to be. Also look at the hobbies and the activities that you used to like to do when you were a kid. If you love to draw, if you loved to dance, if you were really good at math, or you really loved learning about science, if you were really good at sports, if you were really good at singing, tap into these now. Utilize these as fulfilling that inner child in you who love to be on the swings at the park. I do that sometimes. I will literally go to the park. I don't care if I look crazy, and I will swing on those swings. It just feeds my soul. It makes me feel so good. I feel like a little girl again. And it just feels so good, you know? Age is nothing but a number. You heard it from Aaliyah first. And I think we should always be tapping into hobbies that we love to do as children. And you never know, when you are doing these hobbies and you are, working on them through passion, you don't have to try to find motivation because you genuinely are enjoying what you're doing. Money will come. Income will just, drive right in because you're doing something that you enjoy doing without putting the focus and the need for money. You're just creating. That's being in your feminine energy. You're just creating out of passion and out of love. And all of the abundance will just follow. Step number 2 is going to be self-concept work. Okay, this is where we are going to completely remove your limiting beliefs in order to actually tap into who you know you can be. Not who people told you to be, who you know you can be. This is going to help you tap into the most confident version of yourself. I promise you that. You're going to get a sheet of paper and you're going to write down all of your current beliefs that you have about money, about self, about relationships, about health, everything. It's okay if these thoughts are negative and out of scarcity. I want you to write these down. I want you to write down your current beliefs about everything. The whole point of this is because once we write out what we are fearful of, we're going to look at this piece of paper and we're going to ask ourselves, is this who I want to show up as every day? Are these the thoughts of my highest and best version of myself? Chances are no. If you have to do this step, chances are no. And you're not alone. There's so many people, me included. Every month I will do this and just remove limiting beliefs because I'm like, these thoughts cannot come with me. I'm trying to be up here and these thoughts are down here. They do not reach me. I cannot be in my new circumstances with old mindset patterns. No. I am not doing a disjustice to myself like that. Once we write everything down, we are going to create, and I like to call them positive opposites, okay? So let's say I have a fear of money, and my fear that I wrote down and my belief is that I need to struggle in order to make money. My positive opposite is going to be money flows to me effortlessly simply because I exist. Do this with everything that you've written down. Create positive opposites on a separate sheet of paper for everything that you've written down, okay? Of course, this is going to feel really uncomfortable at the beginning because you're in the habit of repeating these limiting beliefs to yourself for years, maybe your whole life, maybe a few months. Maybe you saw a video and it freaked you out, and for the last week, you've been telling yourself these negative thoughts. But don't worry, they're not going to manifest because we're changing them right now. Once you've written down your positive opposites, you're going to take your old beliefs, burn the paper, stomp on it, and just say goodbye. These thoughts do not serve me anymore, okay? Now we're going to take our new beliefs. We're going to take the new piece of paper and we are going to start telling ourselves this every day. We're going to use the self-talk method. You're going to repeat these affirmations to yourself in the mirror, okay? I have so many videos on EFT tapping, self-talk method, on how to use these affirmations, because these are affirmations now that you've created for yourself. And the first day may be very uncomfortable when you repeat it to yourself in the mirror. Maybe the first week is still uncomfortable. Once you do this every single day, you start to put emotions to these thoughts. And that's how things manifest into the 3D. It's not just any thought becomes real. It's when we constantly give it emotion and we truly believe that this is going to happen. That's when, you start to see shifts in your 3D reality. So when you can take this new set of beliefs and repeat it to yourself every single day, watch the improvements you have. This is going to help you be the best version of yourself because you are creating new beliefs that the best version of yourself would have. The best version of yourself would be confident. They would feel worthy of good people, good relationships, money, success, health, beauty. You would feel enough to have these. And you are enough. Trust me, you are worthy of all of this, okay? Abundance has two sides. You can be abundant in really good things, or you can be abundant in really bad things. It's our choice on what we want to be abundant in, right? So the best version of ourselves has all of the abundance of all of the good things that we desire right now to have. So when you start changing your self-concept and you start telling yourself these thoughts every single day and you start to believe them, watch how your actions line up. Watch how your decisions line up. Because now you are acting out of these new thoughts and you are showing up as that high value individual who is brand new, but you are now just who you are meant to be at your core. The last and final tip is going to be your daily habits, okay? So like I stated, once we have these new set of beliefs, our habits are just going to fall right into place. We are going to start showing up as the best version of ourselves, and we're going to constantly ask ourselves, would the best version of myself react to this? How would they respond to this? Would they go here? Would they hang out with these people? Would they show up at that event? Would they make these decisions? And it's just going to start to be so natural for you now when you start showing up as the best version of yourself, because you are going to be making conscious decisions that align with your values. And these go as small as daily routines. Create a morning routine for yourself. Create a nightly routine for yourself. Create routines on, when you're going to practice your hobbies, when you're going to, be healthy, be physical. If you feel like going for a walk today or you feel like going to the gym today, have a skincare routine. Start changing your environment. If you feel uncomfortable and maybe you've had the same room since you were a kid and you're like, you know what? I want to keep some parts of my childhood, but I'm grown now and I want to kind of, expand who I am and I want to showcase that through my environment. Buy new furniture, start reading, start picking up new hobbies. This is all just going to fall into place because you are now showing up as the best version of yourself. So it's going to be so easy for you to start making these decisions and showing up that way. Creating daily habits for yourself and creating routines also really helps you build self-trust because you are making promises to yourself that today I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this before I go to bed. I'm not going to go on my phone in the morning. I'm going to read a book. I'm going to go for a walk today. You are creating self-trust within yourself and self-discipline. And this, again, just adds to another amazing value to the most best and confident version of yourself because you are doing things that you've always promised yourself to do and you are showing up as the best version of yourself, not for anyone else, but for you. Before I end off this video, I also want to state that, of course, your old limiting beliefs may come up and start to trigger you. And I have an amazing video on how to remove triggers in order to manifest better and show up as the best version of yourself. So make sure you check that out as well. I have another video in my feminine energy video that shows you how to practice nervous system regulation, right? So EFT tapping, ice facials, really cold showers, box breathing techniques. When your old beliefs come up, just observe them, okay? This was stated in the book A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle. And he says, just be the observer of your thoughts. Think of it like you're watching clouds. Don't give into it. Don't take all of your hard work that you've been doing and just completely give into a limiting belief. Look at it more as, okay, this thought came into my head because I've been in the habit of thinking about it for so long, but it's no longer my truth. And it cannot come with me on my journey on where I'm going because I am vibrating so much higher now that this limiting belief, it just doesn't have space anymore. It really just can't come with me. Use the nervous system regulation techniques and just be the observer of your thoughts when negative thoughts come into play. only give your emotion to good feeling thoughts, and that's when you're really gonna see a difference. I hope you enjoyed this video. I had so much fun making it. Make sure you like this video and comment what helped you the most, and comment if you're excited about the workshop. I am so excited and proud of myself, and I hope you join the workshop and you just allow it to completely level up your life if you are ready to reinvent yourself and be the best version of yourself. Let me know if you grabbed yourself a copy as well. I am so excited to be on this journey with you. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it, and if you haven't subscribed yet, you are definitely missing out. I'll see you in the next one.